What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Patrick. Today we're gonna go over another pretty easy recipe. What you'll need is
a few good taters. What's taters, precious? What's taters, huh? Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
a potato, cheese grater, frying pan, half a stick of butter, and various salts and whatnot. So what you're first gonna do is you're gonna shred your potato, right? You're gonna use the kind of thick boy shredded cheese side of the cheese grater. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to rinse the starch off your potato. When you shred the potato, you get some starchiness in it. You wanna rinse it, and while you're rinsing it, you wanna press on it to kind of squeeze out that extra starch so that it's not too starchy when you cook it and eat it. And then lastly, you're gonna cook it in the pan. You're gonna press it in with a spatula and let that bad boy go for a little bit. So let's get started on the shredding of the potato.
Speed. I am speed.
All right, now we got shredded potatoes. So I'll meet you back at the sink and we'll get to rinsing these. Before you jump ahead and start rinsing your potatoes, you want to turn your to medium-high heat, and that should start to melt up your half stick of butter in your frying pan. All right, we're gonna take our rice strainer and get all of our potatoes in there. There we go. And you want to use cold water for this. You want to rinse these until the water runs clear. You want to mix it up a little bit while you're rinsing it. And once it runs clear, you know you got rid of all your starches. All right, now that my water is running clear, I want to dry off my potatoes. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna squeeze dry it, because if your potatoes are too waterlogged and moist, you're gonna have soggy hash browns. So what I do is I take two hands, I put one hand at the bottom to support the mesh, and then the other one I just fist it real nice. Like imagine you're in the bedroom. We're
Just like a woman.
fisting. Let's do this. Now our potatoes are ready to go into the frying pan. All right, so I'm not gonna tilt that, but our pan is ready. Don't put your face near bubbling. We got our potatoes. We're just gonna dump these bad boys right in. Oh yeah, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. You can actually be a little gracious with the pepper. Pepper isn't really that strong in this. I like to put a little bit of ground mustard in. Some of those Italian spices, basil and oregano. And a teensy bit of ground ginger. You take your spatula and you mix it up a little bit. It hasn't started cooking too much. You just want to spread around your spices. That's nice and spread around. It's all got a little bit of a coating of the butter. And what you want to do is you want to take the flat part of your spatula and press it down. Next step, is just to wait for 5 minutes, and this side will have cooked. You want to partition it, flip it, and let it cook for another 5 minutes. So it actually ends up looking like this. It's nice and smushed into the pan, so the pan's going to be heating up this whole thing evenly.
A few minutes later.
All right, 5 minutes has passed. What we want to do is we want to section this off into quarters. And then flip it. Press it back into the pan. It should be kind of like, it's not falling apart, but it shouldn't be too bad. And you cook it for another 3 or 4 minutes. And there you have it. You got yourself some pretty good hash browns. Once it's done cooking, you just put it on a plate, load up way too much ketchup on it, and you're all set to go. This has been Cooking with Patrick. Like, comment, subscribe. Next time we'll cook something tastier, because potatoes are my least favorite food.